Hey guys, welcome back to the Hairdryer treatment with me, Casey, Kumar, and Kishan. And today we're going to be doing a video that we have long postponed, to be honest.
I know this is something you guys are actually waiting for.
Yeah, so season predictions in terms of the Premier League table. We're going to go all the way
/ bold predictions as well.
Yeah, we'll see some of the crazy predictions that are about to be made. We're gonna discuss it. You know, where we each probably will have a different table in the end, but like we're gonna discuss why we agree, why we disagree, and we're just gonna move on position by position, starting all the way from the bottom. We have like I mentioned earlier, we have Kishan and Kumar right here in the studio, and let's get this ball rolling. Starting with the 20th position in the table.
Jang jang.
I'm just gonna come out and flat out say Fulham.
Why Fulham?
I don't even think I have to like explain myself that much, because we've seen Fulham, we've seen their manager, Scotty Parker.
No, but he did decently in the championship though. But
And he can go back and do that decently again in the championship next season, because I think they're definitely going down 20th. I don't even think they'll break the 30-point barrier. It's going to be 20 or even less.
I have them in my bottom three.
So for me, it's Fulham. You know, players wise, from the last time they're in the Premier League till now, I don't think they've changed that much. That's their biggest Achilles heel.
Properly this season, though. Think about it. They brought in Loftus-Cheek.
See, if they manage to switch things up, somehow, like in like Leicester City, like how Leicester City went from relegation candidates in one season and then the next they jumped to like champions. If they can pull off that kind of performance switch in the next half of the season that's coming up, fair play. All credits to Scott Parker, whoever the manager is at that point, and the players.
Right.
But for me, Fulham 20th.
Rock bottom.
Rock bottom. And not even crossing the 30-point mark. Not even confident they'll cross the 25-point mark.
I don't think a lot of teams are going to be overachieving this season, to be honest, given like how the league has panned out so far.
Yeah. True.
So anyway, like
for me 20th, yeah. How about you guys?
I've got Fulham in my bottom three, but my rock bottom team will be Burnley.
Why Burnley?
Look at
No confidence in the Ginger Mourinho.
No, like they did not. Okay, they invested this season in a player from Brighton, which is what, over 30 years old.
Who was?
I forgot who the fucker was, but
From Brighton, they signed someone from Brighton.
Yeah,
and
Brighton.
has he played?
He did. You're supposed to replace Jeff Hendricks.
Right. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Anyway, I've got Burnley finishing rock bottom for me because I think they've been found out, and their style of play, like, it has been boring for over the past few years. And
but guess what? They churn out results.
I mean, looking at the current league,
not the current league. I mean,
2 draws and 5 losses.
Fair enough. But you know, I think they're the type of team where they have the quality to stay up. I feel like they have the quality to stay up.
I think it's time for them to go back down again. I think they have overstayed. Honestly, like last season was decent from them. I wouldn't say decent, but more of like they did enough to stay up. But I think this is the season we're going to see Burnley get relegated. I mean, that's for me. Honestly, I feel like it's a bold statement to make, but I feel like they might replicate what Derby did back in 07-08, where they couldn't get to 20 points at least. We might see something like that this season.
I mean, we saw a season where Crystal Palace didn't score for like 9 games in a row.
6 games in a row.
9, I think, right?
6 because
Frank de Boer.
he lost 4 games in a row, right?
Lost 4 games, didn't score for 9 or 7.
6 because the next game I know they play against Chelsea, and guess what? They lost.
Jesus.
Right, got it. Okay, so yeah, I mean, fair enough. I mean, good shout, Burnley. They've not been on the best forms so far.
Yeah.
So they might very well go down, but I don't think they'll finish rock bottom. Even if they do go down, I don't think they'll finish rock bottom.
Yeah, I think so too.
How about you, Kumar? Go ahead. 20th position in the league will be Man United.
No. As much as I wish that would happen, but
fuck you.
that will be a dream come true. But no, I think it's Fulham also. I agree with Casey. So I think that they have not actually bought so well in the transfer market, and
they did okay though.
Okay.
I don't think it's enough to stay in the league.
Name the player that you think is a good buy for Fulham.
Okay, not good buys. Decent players to keep them up in the league.
Yes.
Loftus-Cheek.
Okay.
I don't rate him whatsoever.
Yeah.
He's an NBA player in disguise. Okay? He's in the wrong spot.
Okay, maybe Lukman could be the one shining star for them, but
If he gets his.
if he gets his starts,
No, it's not his start. If
I
he
don't think
knows, if he makes his decision properly,
yeah, the final third and all.
I think defensively they sign a few. I don't know what's not clicking for them. It's the same thing as the season they were in in the Premier League, which was what two seasons back.
Yeah.
They overbuy players, but they bought players with quality to help them stay up the league. But I don't know why something's not clicking for them. And when it does not, right, they get dropped into the championship. Then it clicks for them again.
Yeah, I don't think their defense is a Premier League sort of defense. It looks like a championship worthy defense because players with more teams with more quality up front playing against them will know how to get behind their back line, and I don't think they have the pace to actually keep up with some of
They
the.
need experience. So for them, if you're listening, sign Phil Jones, please.
On a side note, if you're wondering what the crackling noise is, I'm eating muruku. Happy Deepavali to all our
Happy
Indian viewers.
Deepavali to everyone.
So okay, so you're agreeing with me, Fulham 20th.
20th.
Alright,
So
let's just make it.
jump to 19.
Let's jump to 19th right now. I'll kick things off. I think it's going to be.
Who do you have in mind? Who do you have in mind?
I'm very tempted to say West Brom, but I don't know, something about me tells me that they're just going to stave it off. But like, for purposes of this video, I'll say West Brom 19. Reasons very apparent in the opening games. They play a good brand of football. They are very reminiscent of Norwich last season. Norwich played great looking football, but the defense was tragic.
I think they didn't have the players enough.
Yeah, no, they didn't have the players in defense. Norwich straight up. West Brom seems to be the same case in terms of their attacking play. There's some very talented players. Diangana,
Right.
Pereira, even their striker. What's his name? He's like a Ollie Watkins twin.
Wait,
Robinson.
Killam Robinson, is
I
it?
think so. I think he's decent. Obviously not Ollie Watkins decent,
Yeah.
but like I feel like they have the same attributes as a striker. And I think footballing wise, they play nice football, Slaven Village. But I think if there was an area for them to have strengthened over the summer, it would have been their defense.
Right.
Their defense is very bad. How many goals have they conceded? What's the goal difference at the moment?
So for West Brom's goal difference, it's -8.
And how many goals have they scored?
Oh wait, no. So it's -11.
So how many have they scored? And
They've scored 6, conceded 17.
See, exactly. I think it's their fraud. Like I said, they play nice football, but they've not scored enough goals, and they're leaking goals. So that's like a recipe for relegation.
May I add, half the goals they scored was against Chelsea.
Exactly. They scored 3 goals against Chelsea and conceded 3. So
Fuck y'all.
it was a 0 goal difference for that game. So for me, I think West Brom, unless like they have an increase, there's a sudden drastic turn in form, or the January window if they bring in some quality defenders. You know, if they go ahead like splash the cash on some out of favor players like I don't know, Rudiger.
Oh,
And I've seen weirder transfers. Maher, Stroho, Rudiger. You know, if they really shore it up, I think these players could do that, keep them up. But as of now, if they continue the current trajectory in the league, I think it's going to be relegation for them. 19th spot, West Brom for me.
I think Kumar, you look like you were going to 19 for West Brom.
No, I actually
You
changed it up. Yeah.
Oh shit!
So I actually brought Sheffield United to 19.
Alright,
I think they will be going down this season
Last
because
season's overachievers.
yes. So I think it's just a second season syndrome for them, and I think a lot of teams actually read out their play already. They know that their centre backs push up wide for like a third man kind of attack at the right side. So yeah. So and I mean Chris Wilder is a good manager, good English manager who has the philosophy and everything right in the team. But I think it's a very aging squad. Yeah, I can't say much.
No, but they bought well though. As in like
They
brought in a few youngsters.
Yeah, they did. But I think looking at the entire squad, I think Dean Henderson was very, very crucial for them last season. So his loss is already 1 down for them. And then Jack O'Connor, their captain, is down for the whole season. So that's number 2.
So they should sign up.
And I think, if I'm not wrong, I think John Fleck is also almost out for half a season. Another crucial player for them. Lundstrom is out.
Has lost his lordship.
Yeah, he's now a peasant Lundstrom.
Right.
So yeah.
No, I think, okay, for me, Sheffield, I think the profile of their players are too similar. Like they don't have. That's the reason why they signed Ryan Brewster. Because that differs. If he manages to hit form, I think Sheffield will stay up. But like, I'm not surprised why you
Nah,
think
I think even he himself can't do much also. Probably he'll just chip in a few goals here and there, but overall to stay in the league they have to grind out wins. Yeah. So I think 19 for them. I'm
Sheffield
going
United.
with Sheffield
How about
United
you,
19.
Kishan?
Uh,
19th
so
spot for you.
My 19 will be the ones we all chose to finish rock bottom, which is Fulham.
Fulham, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I share the same views and all about Fulham not being able to stay up in this league. I don't think they finish rock bottom. I mean, because I Burnley over there. I feel like Fulham may be able to, like, surprise us with one or two good results,
Right.
but it won't be enough to keep them up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Fulham,
yeah,
19th.
I think Fulham 19th.
Not even Mitrovic can save them.
Have you seen him this season though?
Oh,
He's been
he's
horrendous.
been disgusting.
Yeah.
I had him in my FPL.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I keep coming back to the statement that they invested well, but yeah, nothing's clicking for
Clicking
them
at
at
the
the moment.
moment,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna change.
I think a new manager would do the trick, but that's a different conversation.
That's Fulham.
Yeah. So let's jump straight to 18th then. For me, who Kuma had at 19th would not be my 18th. I just switched my mind mid-sentence. I think that I'm going to go for a big shout now and say
Liverpool.
that Brighton is going to get relegated.
Ooh, okay.
18th
why?
spot, and
Yeah,
it will be a horse race between them, Sheffield United, and you can maybe throw even you can. Yeah, I think it's going to be a horse race between these two teams. Who I just mentioned, Sheffield United, as well as who did I just say? Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart moment.
You just said Sheffield.
Who did I say is going to be the 18th?
Brighton.
Right, okay. So Sheffield United and Brighton are going to challenge for the 18th spot. I feel like for the same points Kumar made earlier about Sheffield United, I think that I'm going to reiterate what I said. I think their main problem is the profile of their players is too similar. They're all giants,
Right.
all no pace. It worked for them last season for some reason. The fullbacks had a decent level of pace. Baldock was chipping in with assists from the wing. On the other side, it was what was his name? Who's that other fullback?
Oh shit! How can I
The
forget?
wing
And
back.
Stevens.
Anders Stevens was. You saw him in the box.
Yeah.
Even he's a big player, but my criticism of them is that they don't have enough pace, and in the Premier League, if you don't have pace, you are sitting
And
there.
I kind of like quick summary. I analyze how they play actually right now. Their fullbacks are not crossing the ball more. They do cross a lot last season, but now they are overcomplicating it by trying to play like some possession football and stuff, which doesn't suit them in the final third.
I think like against a team with big players, strong players, it's very easy to defend because for them their only proper viable output is set pieces. If in open play, if you set a low block with like 10 men behind the ball, no one's gonna beat the line. No one's gonna.
But I think recently it started clicking for them though.
No,
The thing is
recently
we're not
they've-
seeing
yeah.
like much of it.
Recently, they played with more aggression.
Mm.
I think the aggression is making them seem like they've raised their quality.
Right.
They've really put more effort into it. Like the game against Liverpool, even they had a lot of chances in that
right.
game. They could have come up with something, but it's right on the cusp of clicking for them, which is why maybe I think they won't get relegated. I think they'll get 17th for Sheffield United. I think I'm jumping the gun by saying 17-18 at the moment, but for me, 18th spot will go to Brighton. Despite the fact that they play really good football and start, they can't seem to like get that final movement that will get them the goal or defend, for them. So for me, Brighton might be the shock here, and I think they will get relegated in 18th spot.
Right.
Come on,
your
18th.
18th?
Yeah, my 18th spot will be West Brom. I think they have been putting up some good performances here and there, but Slaven Bilic is a good manager. He knows how to grind out results, but I don't think it will be enough for them to stay in the Premier League. I think they will just miss out on staying in the Premier League because of they have a decent squad actually. I quite admired one of their centre half, the Ajayi fella. He's quite he's tall, he's aggressive. So there are some quality players there, but I think they will just miss out on the Premier League. So 18 for West Brom.
Yeah, I actually totally agree with you. I actually have West Brom on 18 on my table
As well, okay.
Yeah, so I think with that, I'll just move on to 17 for myself.
Yeah.
I actually have Sheffield finishing 17.
Oh, same as me then.
I feel like they will escape relegation. I feel like something will click for them. Not right now, but maybe somewhere around December, January.
Like Aston Villa last season, maybe.
Yeah, if they can invest well to replace the players that they're gonna miss out for
Mm.
this like whole of season. Like what are you guys saying? What Jack O'Connell,
Jack O'Connell, yeah.
John Fleck, and all that. And
If Lundstrom can click into gear,
let's forget about that. But if I think like if United really wants to let like Henderson like have more game time, send him back to Sheffield, maybe that could help him.
oh,
Yeah, I think they will somehow edge. Actually,
stay
no.
in the league.
Yeah, they will stay in the league. I feel like West Brom, Fulham, and Burnley, they don't have enough to actually stay in this league. It will be a very it won't be a very it won't be a close race for me this season.
Yeah, I think we'll go down to the last game of the season.
Who do you guys have?
Okay. So
Who do you have
for me, for 17, I think I'm going with Burnley actually. Because why is because the past Premier League experience they have. I think I've seen them go on a run of decent results, like probably 6-7 games. And Sean Dyche actually, once he gets his team going on that kind of form, I think they grind out results. They have clean sheets, and I think some of their players, like crucial players like Ben Mee and Tarkowski, are coming back from injury and starting to hit the form. So if they can get that defense good, midfield, and like Chris Wood and all start firing and all, I think they might just escape relegation. So 17 for them.
Okay.
I already mentioned who for me is going in 17th.
Yeah.
So Sheffield United for me straight up. I explained why as well. So we'll jump straight to 16th. For me, in 16th position, Newcastle United.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Sorry, Magpies fans.
So, sorry to say, but I know we've seen some good performances from West Ham. The Callum Wilson, Ryan Fraser, they started
Wait, West
clicking. Sorry, Newcastle. Sorry, Newcastle United. Yeah, it's funny enough, West Ham is coming up soon for me in my predictions as well. So yeah, I got that confused. But Newcastle United, I think, until they change their manager, and shore up the defense, I don't think they're gonna really crack on for a top 10 finish anytime soon.
Right.
Even though they've improved their strike force with Callum Wilson, they've brought in a lot of good players. I think they still need that jump up in terms of manager, and I think a jump up in their defense, and then we can see Newcastle rise up the table. So for me, 16th. Did I say 16th? Sorry.
Yeah, 16.
16th. Yeah, 16th place to finish for Newcastle United for the Magpies. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so
Sorry, True Geordie. Fuck you.
yeah, they fuck you, United so much.
Yeah.
Anyway, for me, 16 will be Brighton. As much as KC has covered, but Brighton, I feel the same way as well. But I feel like with Graham Potter on board, like they should do enough to stay up in this league. They would not be in a relegation tree for sure. I don't think we're going to see them in the bottom tree for the whole of this season actually. But as for performance wise, I think we've seen them in like some games where they actually did well.
They
just
have
unlucky.
against United even.
United.
They
against
should have
Chelsea
won.
as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
they should have won.
They should not have won against Chelsea, but they
No,
performed
against
well.
United.
Yeah, they should have won against United actually. They have some decent performances, in this season, but they just can't finish
The chances.
the chances.
It's the final ball. Yeah.
So if they can actually like go, good age, I don't know what, like crawl towards January, invest in proper striker, maybe we can see them like change their season.
They already invested in the striker though. Welbeck and Neil Maupay. So yeah, I mean for me, I think if they just need, I think with the current players they can stay off relegation. Even though I put them
Definitely,
in a relegation spot, if they manage to click and they manage to find that formula to get the goals in, they will stay up. With the current players, they can.
have enough to like
Yeah.
step in this league, but
It
they
all
won't
matters.
finish high up.
It all matters whether they click.
Like they'll finish the bottom 5 for me.
Yeah. So Kumar, 16th place for you.
Okay, very quickly, I think 16th place will be Brighton for me.
Oh, same as.
You want
So are you going to mirror his opinions
No, I kind of like agree with whatever
with the
Kishan.
points you made?
Yeah,
okay,
because
cool.
they have a good manager, good style of play. So 16 for them.
Okay, cool. So jumping straight to 15th position for me, it's going to be Burnley. I know you guys had them a lot lower,
Yeah.
but for me, I think that experience in the Premier League, in terms of players, in terms of manager, despite the fact that they play Stoke City levels of boring football, I think that they have the experience to stay up. I think in staying up in the Premier League, you need experience. On top of the fact that you need the personnel.
So what do you think is going to click for them?
I think they're going to revert to what they know. I think maybe now they're trying different things. They're trying to be something they're not.
Right.
So from that you can see like the lack of goals and a bit of a loose defensive performances from them. No, but once you see like Tarkowski and even Ben Mee or come back to their usual selves, they're pretty solid defenders on their day. I think they will stave off relegation. They will push. I think they'll finish above Newcastle, and that's a shout. So for me, in 15th, Burnley, 100%. How about you guys?
So come on, like who do you have 15?
15 actually I have Newcastle. So why I think that they will finish there is I think that will be actually a decent finish for them from what I see, because they have the likes of Wilson, Fraser, Saint Ellen, Maximin, all these guys. I think enough firepower for them to actually fend off a relegation battle this season. So I think 15 is a reasonable shot for them.
Right. How about you,
Yeah,
Kishan?
actually I have Newcastle finishing on 15 as well. I agree with what you said.
Pretty close predictions
Yeah.
in terms of positions. Yeah.
Steve Bruce is a decent manager, but not enough to push up the league table. They're gonna finish like what they did, the same as last season anyway, which is like good enough for a club like Newcastle.
So
Yeah,
15th for you, Newcastle.
not much for me about Newcastle, to be honest.
Okay, cool. Are we down to what, 14 now?
Yeah, Anyway,
Okay.
I should move on to 14 since
Yeah.
my 15 is the same as Kumar. For 14, I actually have Crystal Palace.
Sharp drop in the table.
Yeah, because the reason why I have Palace there is because they don't have enough players in their squad. Most of them are aging players. Like right now, they only play one game a week. But once you're done with this international break,
FA Cup.
yeah, you got your FA Cup. You're gonna have like 2 games a week because the league is getting more and more intense. When you see that happening, you're gonna see Palace players dropping like flies for sure.
Right.
Standards are gonna drop, and so is that team. That's
So,
why I have them in 14.
Puma, 14.
Okay, I'm going with Kishan's prediction. So I think Palace will end up in 14th position. The only reason why is because of so much of injuries at the back line, and I think they are lucky enough to grind out results due to the fact that Zaha is actually on form this season. So if that continues, then things may change. But as of now, I think they will drop to 14.
And I think we've hit the first agreement in the table because I am going for 14.
I saw Casey typing it last minute.
See, okay, I had Crystal Palace / West Ham.
Okay.
So I'm going to give I'm going to agree with you guys. I think West Ham has a bit more quality. So Crystal Palace in 15 for 14 for me.
14, yeah.
So yeah, let's move on to
13.
13th. Like I just mentioned, I had it on head to head. West Ham in 13th
You wanna
position.
explain why?
In 2 words, David Moyes. I'll never trust that son of a bitch. Okay,
Well, he did well against
he can kiss
City, Spurs.
he can kiss my ass. He can kiss my ass 1,000 times because I hate that guy. I think he's a bit he's being built up by his players right now. He has quality players. I think if you put
definitely.
a Graham Potter in charge of West Ham now, they'll be much higher up the table. I think
Oh, yeah.
managerially, tactically, maybe he gets it right against some teams. I don't think he's going to get it right all the way. So I think West Ham. I think Antonio. The likes of Antonio, like I mentioned in an earlier video as well. Like Antonio, Souček, he's a wild card as well. Fornals, Bowen, all these guys are good enough to keep them up. Not enough for a top 10 finish, but enough for a relatively high mid-table finish.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going with West Ham for 13. What about you guys?
Okay, so 13, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 13, I think, I'm going same with Casey, actually, West Ham. Same reasons that he said, and I think with the amount of quality players they have, actually, it's actually a better finish for them compared to last season where they actually finished 16. So I think it will be a progression for David Moyes. I hate that guy as well. So, yeah. And just to add on, actually, Palace actually finished 14 last season too.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so same finish for them,
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay, so we nearly got our second agreement there, but I actually had Leeds finishing at 13.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't think they've. I mean, coming from the championship, it's one thing. We did see how they have performed currently so far, but I think they've been getting found out. I mean, to get trashed 4-1 consecutively. 2 weeks ago by Leicester and then Palace.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Oh, that's surprising. Against Palace is more surprising.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're going to see more results like this with Leeds. I mean, yeah, they're going to have like that 1 or 2 games where they perform well, but those will be against big clubs where they sit back, counter-attack and all. And I think they really have to invest properly again. Replace the players you had from the championships. Get some Premier League quality in, and then we might actually see them performing better. But at this moment, I have actually see them finishing in 13.
Cool. So everyone's done with your 13, right?
But yeah, I mean, I think with that, you guys would know like what I have in like 12, which is West Ham.
Okay, so you put West Ham at 12.
And with what you guys said, I agree with your points, but I actually see Leeds finishing below West Ham. I think West Ham have enough to do well this season. I wouldn't say like a high quality mid-table finish, but it's about that.
Yeah.
So that's 12 West Ham
12
for you.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you, Kumar? 12?
12, I'm actually having Southampton there.
Okay.
That's
So
actually a big drop though.
yeah,
Big drop.
why I'm saying this is because one word, Danny Ings, he's out for quite some time,
yeah.
and I think he's their talisman. And they are having some injuries at the back as well. So without Ings, I don't see how their inspiration is coming from. Although they have other quality players, but as we all know that when Ings is on form, Southampton do much better.
Definitely.
Adams has a big boots to fill there, so that is the only reason why I'm putting them there.
That's a good try actually.
For 12th, I'm going with Leeds United. I think it's pretty much similar to where you guys are going to place Leeds. I think they're a team with great potential, great quality. I think this season just comes too soon in terms of them getting a top 10 finish. I think if they manage to stay in the league, you will see them have a rise in the table, the likes of like Aston Villa at the moment, So Leeds United, with their players Bamford, Costa and all that, I think that defensively, tactically, with their manager as well, he'll keep them up and he'll keep them up well. So a mid-table finish for them. 12th position for me. Bamford to be top 5 goal scorers in the league. In terms of goals. I mean, that's a different video, but yeah. So yeah, Leeds United for me. If you want me to jump straight to 11th,
sure,
I can do that as well.
Yeah.
I went with Southampton, which is Kumar's 12th place prediction. Like he said, Danny Ings is injured. That's going to be a big loss for them. Che Adams can step up, which is why they're even in this spot. I think without Che Adams' form, I would have them lower. In terms of James Ward-Prowse, the quality they have there, in their fullbacks
I
as
think
well.
we rely too much on set piece.
True. I mean, but why not, right? I mean, if that keeps you up in a season, I mean, go for it. If that's a strong suit, lean on it.
Game, yeah.
With the Premier League in its condition now, I think as a good shot for a lot of free kicks, a lot of penalties, with the way games are being played now. So I think Southampton will finish 11th this season. They could have done better. They could have been in top 10 if Danny Ings was fit, but because of that, I'm gonna put them at 11th. How about you guys?
I at least love Southampton finishing 11 in my table, so
Okay, cool.
agree with whatever you said. With the loss of Danny Ings, Che Adams has to step up, and Adams has been a bit on and off this season actually. So I don't think we're going to see anything consistent from him this season. I don't think they have anyone as backup for that Martins fella.
Watch him bang in a hat trick this weekend. Che Adams.
No, not this weekend. The weekend afterwards, because we Southampton are playing United.
Watch him bang in a hat trick this weekend. So
anyway, so I've got Southampton finishing 11. I mean, decent finish for them, but yeah, you would expect more, but to have your star player out for a long time, I think that's
very damaging. Yeah, so Kumar, 11.
Okay, 11th, I'm actually going for Leeds United. So why Leeds United is because I think they have enough. Inconsistency is one thing, but I think the manager knows how to change his tactics around. So I think sometimes I just find that they are very unlucky or they are very lucky. So it's just one or the other. So I think it will be a decent finish for them in the first season back in the Premier League. Sorry, after many years actually. Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
So Kumar, you want to go to your
my 10th.
Okay, so before we hit 10, let's switch it up. Let's change it up. Let's go 3 choices at a time. So I want to hear your 10th, 9th, and 8th positions. Give me your 10th, 9th, and 8th predictions.
Okay, can.
And just give me a quick rundown. I don't want the video to overshoot as well. So
Okay.
So 10, 9, 8. Let's hit it quickly. Let's get to those European spots and title winner.
Okay. So I'll go.
10th. Starting with 10th. Yeah.
10th will be Aston Villa. I think.
That's
Yeah, I
same as
think.
me actually. Do you have Aston Villa in 10th?
No.
Okay, so
Okay,
same
so
as me.
yeah, so I think that their manager, their defense, midfield, and attack are all in place. They actually can finish top half of the table, and results shows that actually they can play against the big teams.
Yeah, definitely.
Given on their day, they really can put them out of the misery. So yeah.
10th for me, yeah, Aston Villa as well. Jack Grealish, Ollie Watkins, big players. Konsa in defense as well. It's a bit solid now. Tyrone Mings has found a good partner. So for me, Aston
So
Villa.
I just quickly
10th,
said
yeah, so
9 and 8 as well.
9th and 8th, respectively.
9 will be Wolves and 8 will be Leicester City.
Okay, that's close because I have Wolves on 9th as well.
Hmm.
Do you have
I've
who's your 10th?
Okay, for 10 I've got Everton.
Okay, cool. Okay, can you just all of us just read out our 10th, 9th, and 8th right now? Okay, for me it's 10th Aston Villa, 9th Wolves, 8th Everton. So for you it's 10th Everton.
Okay, so I've got Everton finishing at 10,
Okay.
Wolves finishing at 9,
Okay.
and Arsenal finishing at 8.
Oh wow. Okay, we'll get to 8. Your 8th in a minute, Christian. But how about you? For
Suck
you?
it, Gunners.
Yeah, I already said 10
Aston
is
Villa and
Aston Villa,
Wolves?
Wolves, and 8 is Leicester City.
Okay, Leicester City. Right. Okay, so why Leicester City and why 8th?
Okay, Leicester City, I think without Vardy at some point in this season, they will struggle. I don't think I think he's just like Southampton, he's key for Leicester City. So if their defense is also not consistent, and if their midfield is not producing the amount of goals they should be, or the assists, so I think that's how far they can actually drop. But they can do better if the whole team clicks together.
Right. For me, I have Wolves in 9th. Why? I think that they won't be able to sustain. I think Wolves are not in Europe this
Yeah,
season.
no,
Okay,
but,
so
yeah.
you know what? Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm gonna keep them at 9th. Wolves, they have the quality, but we haven't seen it consistently this season.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
Jimenez needs to be a bit more consistent with his goal scoring. He has help from Neto and opponents, and they need to make the step up. They need to become the more important players in the team. We've still yet to see the likes of Neves really step into his role this season. We've yet to see Juan Moutinho much as well. I think he's been rotated
I think
heavily.
all their results has been like those, like the 1-2 lucky chances they had, they put it away and
Yeah.
then they win the game.
Correct. So I don't think that's going to be sustainable,
Yeah, definitely.
which is why I have them at 9th. At 8th, I have Everton. Right. So Everton for me, 8th is a pretty decent finish. I'm maybe 2 positions away from a European spot,
Yeah.
but I think they'll just miss out because James. If they lose James, they lose a big chunk of quality.
No,
If they
definitely.
lose Calvert-Lewin, that's it. Richarlison, I don't really rate Richarlison as highly as all like the media pundits do and stuff. I have my reasons for that. I don't think he's that good of a player. But for me, even though they seem to be elevated at the moment, Everton, I think they will see a drop akin to what we saw a couple of weeks ago. They lost 2 games in a row, if I'm not wrong. 3 games in a row, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, I have them at 8th for me. For you?
So so if you guys know, I have Everton finishing at 10.
Yeah.
3 games in a row, that's one thing. But I don't think they can able to keep up the season at the form they had at the start. They had to rely on James and Calvert-Lewin. Defense has not been fixed. I think that's going to be their weak point, especially having Pickford at the back.
Fucking Pickford.
Yeah, definitely. I've Wolves finishing 9.
Same
well-
as me.
yeah, same
Yeah,
reasons
same as me.
actually. They have enough. They have enough to finish in the European spot, but nothing. I'm not seeing them push. I'm not seeing them do more to warrant them a spot. I
Okay.
feel like those 1 or 2 games where they get lucky, they put those chances away. It's not gonna be. This whole season is not gonna be lucky for them. Enough to get them to stay around 9. Yeah. And for 8, I've actually got Arsenal.
Oh damn!
Why? Just look at the current form. Damaging.
Yeah, there's least to
I
say.
mean, yeah, you fans will argue that United have the same form as well, but no, we actually have better players than you guys. Once we start kicking in form,
Ooh.
you're gonna see us churning out results. But for Arsenal, I don't think you guys have bought well enough for this season. Yeah, Arteta is a great manager according to you guys. The next coming of Pep, yet to see that. But I don't think he has the players. I don't think he has his players, and that's why I have you guys finishing 8 because he has to make do with what he has, and you guys do not have enough quality to maintain a Premier League form and a Europa League form. So that's why I've got you guys finishing 8th. But if you guys have any other like arguments or reasons why they don't finish, they're not gonna finish at 8, tweet me. Anyway,
At the real Kish, Thai real Kishan. He's put himself out there at the mercy of Arsenal fans. So
anyway, moving on to 7.
yeah, so I'll quickly shoot off my 7th, Leicester City. For the same reasons as Kumar mentioned earlier, I think that loss of Jamie Vardy will leave them with Iheanacho, and I don't rate him whatsoever. Iheanacho is just, at one point they compared him to Marcus Rashford.
Is 7 a Europa League spot?
It's not.
No, I don't think it is. 6th, right?
I think they can call it's
Seven,
a qualifier spot.
qualifiers maybe.
Yeah, it's a
No,
qualifier
6
spot.
is qualifier. 7 is if your season. Okay, so the Europa League has this thing where if your season has like the least amount of fouls among Europe, you get extra spot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. So I mean, we'll keep that as a non-European spot for
Yeah.
now. Then, so Leicester City for me. Like Vardy, without Vardy, they have Iheanacho, and like I said, they compared Iheanacho to Rashford at one point, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. So they have players like Sangi Sundar who can still come on and make a big difference for them, which is why I have them in 8th in the first. 8th, was this 8th? Is it 7th?
7.
Is it 7th?
Yeah, we're going 7 now.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, yeah, which is why I have them so high anyway. So for me, Leicester City in 7th position. How
Okay,
you guys? Quick one.
Yeah, I actually have Leicester finishing 7.
Okay, cool. For any reasons other than mine?
Same reason as well. I don't. I want to add on. I don't think they have enough squad depth to compete at both Premier League and Europa League. I mean, Rodgers, he has to prove a point right now. So I think he might be going all out for the Europa League once the knockout rounds start coming in. Maybe he wants to run at the FA Cup. Who knows? For Premier League form, I don't think he has enough to do well. And yeah, so that's about it for me for 7. What about you, Ma?
7th, I'm actually going for Everton. I think I think that's where they deserve. They really deserve to be. I mean,
Coming from a Liverpool fan,
yeah,
totally not biased.
Yeah, no. I mean, okay, DCL is on form. I know James and all those quality players are there, but I don't think that they can sustain this form that they are currently going through, and we have actually seen some of their against Man United, especially like how they can actually just drop off and their style and substance is they just lose it during the game. So I mean, it's not Ancelotti's fault. He's a good manager, world class, but I think 7th will be the best that I can see them finishing. And fuck you, Pickford.
The agenda never stops.
Alright, you want to go to your 6? I mean, like, if you want to add anything to your 7, and then
Okay,
you
so
just go to
I think 6 is a Europa League spot.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so okay. Sorry guys, Manchester United.
Yes.
So okay, they have quality players, but I actually spoke to Kishan that day off the podcast actually. So we had a discussion that I don't think Ole is the right man to. He's not the right man. I will just say that's my opinion. He's not the right man to lead a club like Manchester United back to their perch. That's what I feel. And 6 is already considered whatever is going on throughout the club. I think it's probably the best that they can actually finish. Honestly speaking,
Okay.
unless something changes,
Yeah.
Unless something changes in the
So
club.
if like a different manager comes in, you think that maybe it could be better depending on the manager.
No, okay. A manager who has a good pedigree, who has proper tactics, who is not concerned about what's going on in the board, and he can get the best out of the players, and the players can, they respond, then things will change.
Got it. So at 6th you have
Manchester United.
Manchester United FC. Anyway, for me, 6th. I really don't want to go back to listening to Europa League music, but fuck me, I put Manchester United.
Wait,
At
we're
6.
finishing 5th.
What? Sorry?
We're not finishing 5th.
No, we're not.
I won't.
If I feel like we have enough to salvage our season and bring us to a European finish, but it's not going to be the Europe that we want. We're going to be traveling to the unknown corners of the world to play games. Yet again,
Azerbaijan, hello.
Azerbaijan FC, here we come. But yeah, for the same reasons he mentioned, I think unless we see a drastic clicking into place for all the players that we have currently, Pogba coming to life, Telles stop contracting COVID, things like that. No, if we get things going, I feel like maybe we can push for a 5th. Maybe, with a teeny bit of a miracle sort of luck, we can push for 4th. But as of now, with how things are currently going, I think sixth is the best we can hope for at the moment, anyway. So yeah.
Anyway, for sixth, I have Aston Villa.
Wow. Okay.
Considering they don't have any other commitments. Speaking of European football and all that, they have enough squad depth to cover injuries and all that. I mean, like once you see this season going to like overdrive with like 2 games a week and all that, you're gonna see players like El Mohammadi and who else they have in centre mid. Yeah, they have players actually. They should do a decent job in keeping them up, but with other players like Medicash, Barkley, Watkins, Grealish with his current form. I mean, they're currently top 4, but I don't think they can maintain the top 4 form. But I think they should do enough to get a European spot. I think we can actually see that happening this season.
Okay, so that was your.
That's my
sixth.
sixth.
You want to go for the fifth as
You
well?
wanna hear my fifth?
Yeah.
Controversial. On paper controversial, but with whatever.
I know who's
happening,
coming.
You wanna make a guess?
No, just say go for it. I'll let you know if I was right.
Liverpool.
Okay, yeah, I was right.
I mean,
Okay.
Liverpool in the Europa League.
I mean, okay.
I want to hear this.
Like on paper, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
They have enough quality to finish top 4, finish top in the league and all that. But come on, like injuries and all that. How? I wouldn't say it's going to be like a whole season worth of injuries, but I know you guys don't have enough players to for the next 2 months, and you're going to have massive amounts during this period. And this is the period where you're going to lose a lot of points.
So that's your
That's
fifth.
Liverpool finishing fifth.
Controversial.
I don't think-
Shocking.
I
We
don't-
probably will cover this more like in a separate episode as well.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
but for you, Liverpool fifth, good reasoning as well. Did Kumar cover his?
Not yet.
No. My fifth will be Arsenal.
Okay.
So I think they will be just missing out on the Champions League spots.
Oh
So-
wait, on the record, my fifth is also Arsenal.
Yeah.
Just to speed things up.
So basically, I think Arteta. I mean, you said that he didn't buy well, but I think that he actually did buy well. It's just that they are very inconsistent in a lot of the games that they are playing, and once he can get them to click, and if Aubameyang can get a positional change, I think they might start seeing some results. And
Then who's gonna play on the flag? As in once Alba moves on.
Yeah, exactly. See, they have holes in their squad.
Yeah, so
But that's why they're.
I mean,
fifth.
Arteta should be able to work something out on the training ground.
Second
So
coming of Pep.
no, I don't think he's a second coming of
That's
Pep.
what
I mean,
everyone says.
He's the second
Yeah.
coming of David.
sorry guys, he can be a decent manager, but he's
He's
not
so
there yet.
Pulis.
Yeah, fifth for Arsenal.
Okay, cool. For me, like I said, Arsenal as well. I think defensively they bought well. Offensively, not so much, which is their Achilles heel at the moment. Defensively solid. Offensively, not so much. So I think they won't have the goals in them to get a Champions League spot. Simple as that.
Just to add on, sorry, I think Partey will also be a difference.
Yeah, defensively, like I mentioned, defensive addition. I think he's cut out for them to
But
the
one
team.
man isn't going to make a lot of difference.
No, I think, but I feel that this
Like,
man is
yeah,
No, he makes a difference in the
He
sense
fixed
that
that position, but I feel like so many other positions are not
offensively,
covered well.
offensively, yeah.
we will see in the.
So that's why I say they did not invest.
Fifth or lower. I don't think they're going to finish in Champions League at all. So, fuck you, Arsenal. Anyway, I'm going to jump straight to fourth. I have Manchester City at fourth.
Interesting.
Champions League, they will get it again. They have the quality. And they got Pep. Come on, they will qualify for Champions League,
Why?
but not anywhere near the top 3 because of inconsistencies this season, the injuries as well. They don't have a world class striker in my opinion. They have Jesus. They have Jesus. They have Aguero that is very off the pace
Injury prone.
at the moment, and he's injury prone and all that. So I don't think they have enough to push higher than a fourth. I think they will finish fourth for me. You know what? I'm gonna rattle off my top 4, and then we.
Keep your one. No, you know what? Keep your top 2. Like
Okay, I'll give you my fourth and third.
yeah, fine.
Okay, so I got City in fourth, Chelsea in third. Okay, so Chelsea for me, Timo Werner, Ziyech, Havertz. Okay, not even Havertz. I don't rate Havertz like in the Premier League yet. You know, I don't see much from him.
It's too early,
But
yeah.
more of Ziyech, more of Werner, and the depth they have in squad. I think that they can churn out. They will have the odd stupid result, like the 3-3 against Southampton, the 3-3 against West Brom. They'll have the odd result like that. But in those games, you see the character that they have. Okay, for the Southampton one, they let it slip, but for the West Brom one, they clawed themselves back from a 3-0 down position.
True.
3-3. I think they have enough for them to secure Champions League this season. So yeah, I think fourth and third, City and Chelsea.
So anyways, for my fourth, I've got Chelsea. I think they have enough to finish in the UCL spots. I think once those injuries start happening, you see them going back to their original form, which is like you see like an increase in like losses and draws. Mendy's on like a lucky run at the moment, keeping on the clean sheets and all that. But I think we have seen recently Sheffield managed to like put one past in. I think we're going to see more of that in the weeks to come.
Right.
I've got Spurs finishing in third.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah, Spurs finishing in third. I think Mourinho he should do well to push for a title, but I don't think this Spurs squad has enough for a title push. They're always gonna bottle it in the end.
Yeah, that's
like,
what they always do.
That's my reasoning. I mean, yeah, it's not proper reasoning, but watch his space.
Right. So for you, Ma.
Yeah, for fourth, I'm going for Spurs. And third is Chelsea. So reason being is Chelsea has definitely much better quality players, and as much as I don't think that they are currently living up to their potential, but I think that Chelsea, like those players that they bought, once they start to gel, and like I said, Zuma, Mendy, all these guys, so they can actually get a good run going and finish in third. Fourth, Spurs is because only reason why I put them there is because of their defense. They let the team down almost all the time, and they just sometimes Mourinho just goes with this overconfidence in games that he has Son, Bale, and Kane.
Yeah, I actually hope to see more of it though, so they can lose more games.
Yeah, so that's me summing the third and fourth positions up.
Right. Okay. So final two positions for the 2021 season. For me, I have two teams left who I haven't said yet. I haven't spoken my piece on Spurs and Liverpool. So in the champions for this season will be Tottenham Hotspur.
What the fuck?
This is what we're talking about here. Bold predictions. I don't give a fuck. Liverpool in second. They're going to just miss out. As mentioned by one of you guys before, I think you placed Liverpool fifth.
I placed it in fifth, yeah.
Right, so I don't think they're going to finish that low, but I think they're going to miss out on the second title in a row because of their defensive problems at the moment. They have so many of these injuries. Practically their whole starting defense is out, and I think that's going to cost them, especially the fullbacks, more than Van Dijk, the fullbacks for them. So yeah, I think Liverpool will miss out just by a bit in grabbing successful titles, like titles in a row, basically consecutive titles. And Spurs, I think my brain is laughing at me right now, but like I don't know, something in me just tells me that Jose will have the last laugh this season. It's a COVID season, it's a messed up season, it's a crazy season, and I feel like we're going to see a crazy end to the season.
That all spells Mourinho.
Yeah, so Mourinho's a crazy bastard. Who knows? This is his second season?
Second season at Spurs, actually.
He might win it. He might just win it. He has the quality. He has the depth in terms of Bale, Son, Kane. They're all clicking.
Yeah, it's possible. Actually.
If their defense shores up, they will win the title this season. That's my prediction for the 2021 season. Yeah, let's wrap it up with you guys.
Okay, so second place. Sorry, I mean it's Liverpool, and I'm going with City to be champions this season.
Wow. Okay.
Reason being is Pep Guardiola, number one, and I think that his team, I think defensively he has bought well. Cancelo is coming to the fold. Diaz and Laporte looks like the best centre back partnership at the moment, I think, because of the performance that I've watched.
Right.
Aguero, injury prone, but I think Jesus, give him some time. I think he can step up, not to his level, but maybe just notch in some goals. Fernand Torres is there as a proper backup. Once Mahrez and Bernardo Silva, all these guys, they start hitting form, I think they can actually overlap Liverpool somehow and just nick the title.
So what do you think? What do you think Liverpool is going to slip up?
Okay, obvious reasons that we all guys know. Their defense is tragic right now. So, I mean, for you to win a title, I believe that a good defense is needed. Just like the great Manchester United teams of the past, Arsenal's, and of course Liverpool last season is a prime example. Van Dijk is out of the season. I think Gomez is also probably out of the season. Robertson and Arnold is injured at the moment, but yeah, Fabinho will be back soon. But like I said, the injuries are too much for Liverpool to have a consistent run at the moment. But once these guys slowly start coming back, I don't think it will still be enough for them to win the title again. I think they'll just miss out due to the fact that our key players at the back are gone. So if we don't buy anyone in January, which I think we will, but as of now, I think second is the place they finish. City will finish.
So you guys are going to lose ground during this November and December.
Yes, correct. We will definitely lose ground, but not by a very we won't fall off so backwards.
You mean fall off to 5th?
Yeah, just like Kishan said, no, we're not gonna fall there.
Watch this prediction come true.
Watch my Spurs prediction come true.
Anyway,
Kishan?
saving the best for the last.
Don't say United, please.
I've got City finishing second, and the year 2021 is going to bring us our 21st title.
Fuck you,
It's
man.
written in stars. Come on.
Don't make yourself a laughing stock, bro.
Oh, he's at the wheel, man. Give him the car track.
It's bold prediction. I mean, yeah, it can be turned into a meme at the end of it. I don't fucking care. But yeah.
The worst Premier League start to the season since God knows when.
I mean, we had even like worse starts, and we won the title. 07-08.
Bro,
Kishan,
that was under Alex Ferguson,
let me
bro.
tell you something. If Manchester United wins the title this season, I will shave my head.
Oh, okay. We got this down right now.
I mean,
if you guys are watching
I'm
this,
currently serving
and
the army
listening-
right now, so it
No,
doesn't
no.
really matter.
Okay,
but
no.
that's me.
No, let's do this
That's
right
me
there.
challenging.
After ORD,
Yeah.
you will shave your head.
Yeah.
Season
Sure.
ends right there. Season
Sure.
ends about the time you are, like roughly around the time.
Okay, I'll shave it 2 times then.
No beard, no nothing, shaved head.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna leave anything to bet on, but yeah, I mean, like if you want to shave your head,
Because that's how confident I am that they are not going to win a title. For many reasons, but we'll talk about that in another episode.
Gotcha.
I mean, honestly, I think the season's gonna start clicking for United soon. That's why I had them finishing in first, because they have fucking good quality in midfield. Honestly, once Pogba
You
hit-
guys didn't see it, but Kishan had an orgasm face when he practically orgasmed when he said fucking good midfield.
I mean, once you see Pogba, like, you know, hitting his form, Van de Beek, like getting used to the league, you're gonna see it. Rashford, this season is gonna hit a 30 goal mark.
Yeah, I agree where you're coming from, but
Cavani as well.
you know, like I don't see how.
There's,
You know,
there's more chance.
It's my head on the
There's
head.
more chance of Maguire sprouting wings and flying
I mean,
flying back to where he came
I
from.
mean, this is why you guys are gonna tune in to us, because you're not gonna hear this anywhere else.
Right, you guys heard it first over here.
Right.
United to finish first.
So, okay, there we have it. It's a long video, guys. I'm sorry, we planned for a shorter one, but you know, it's a good video. It's a predictions one. I'm sure you guys have your own predictions that you've made with your friends and stuff. So you know what? Let us know in the comment section on Twitter whenever we tweet. You know, just say Kumar, we're waiting for your bald head, or you know, Kishan, are you nuts? You know. Or Casey, what the fuck, Spurs, really? You know, yeah, just shoot us with those comments, you know, your thoughts and all that, and your predictions for who's getting relegated and who's going to win the title, who's going to qualify for Champions League next season. This has been the prediction video for the 2021 season. Thank you guys for coming down, and thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and of course share it to all the Premier League loving fans. This is a channel by us fans. It's a humble channel for you guys as well. So stay tuned. We'll get more content up. We're working on making it a video podcast as well. So keep it locked with us, and we will see you in the next episode. This is Casey with the hairdryer treatment along with Kishan and Kumar. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.